Oh, it's on. Okay. Okay. I just muted something. Can you still hear me? Oh, okay, you can hear me right now. I just want to, okay. Just waiting for a few people. Welcome. Oh, I forgot to check something. I wanted to put a charity out here. But if you see anything from that old charity, just let me, you know. Oh, no, 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 no. All right. That's not it. um, if you do see anything that has to do with the domestic violence charity, I do ask you to donate so we can help some folks out. Thank you. I love to read for all of you. I really do. I know I'm running a little late. I just want to wait to see if a few more people join in and then we'll begin. This evening's live stream is about, I did all those little fancy symbols, that spell a bad word, love. And what we're going to be talking about is twin flames, soulmates. Gosh dang it, what is it? Twin flames, soulmates, heartbreak, and healing. We're going to go through that whole thing, in just a short while. Now, to be perfectly honest, I want to wait a few minutes. Like I said, maybe about 8 to 10 minutes. So if you could browse around YouTube and keep me opening another page, that would be nice. I'm type a little something here for anybody coming in. Just wait a few minutes. All right, we're moving on up. We got a few people. Um, I guess I can make announcements. I should have wrote down my hello, love you too, Chrissy, and thank you. I love reading for you all. And this live stream does have a disclaimer because I don't want to just spoil, love and excitement for anyone. But we're going to be diving so deep today that we might come out with a new understanding about some stuff. So I just want to let you know it's kind of a spoiler, but it's also eye-opening. And I think ultimately it can help us heal, old wounds, new wounds, upcoming wounds, whatever's going to take place. What I also notice is that I like to read your comments. So when you make a comment, I will be reading it for the live stream because I do notice that they disappear after the live stream. And anybody that comes in later to view the video has no idea what's going on. But we turned up last time. It was a beautiful experience. And it looked like that. Let me see what's going on. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tina. Oh, thank you. Hey, Jazzy. Lovely brick house, what's up? Thank you. I have a beautiful spirit. Thank you. Now, you know we live in the age of deception. Are you sure? I just asked you that. Are you sure? Still waiting for a few people because I don't want to miss it. Ah, Sister D in the house. Welcome, welcome. I was just telling everybody I have a disclaimer for this video. It is somewhat of a spoiler. It may not go where you think it's going to go, but I think the format is appropriate. Remember, I asked all you ladies and gentlemen to suggest some topic comments. Comment on some topics. Suggest some topics. Okay, well, I took as many as I could in consideration. And so today we're going to be, hello everybody, we are going to be dealing with twin flames, soulmates, heartache, healing, those kind of things. And I don't think this is going to be going where you think it's going. Another thing is, last time I hooked the live stream to a charity. I don't know if it still exists. I was trying to find it. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. I couldn't find it again. But if you see it floating anywhere and you got a few extra dollars, I ask you to throw some into that kitty to help somebody get out of domestic violence, situation. What else did I want to talk about? It depends on how many turn up here. I really would like to, at some point in time, kind of do mini readings for people live. But I think it might overwhelm me. Hello, Maria. Hello. Overwhelm me, and I don't want to get overwhelmed. I already don't know what I'll be doing, so I'll be getting nervous, so just bear with me. Hello all. I'm waiting to see if one more person comes along, and then we're gonna begin. And the rules to this reading room, Nancy's reading room. Hello, Mary. Hello. I love you, and I love reading for you. Is be kind to each other. We all have different life experiences. Some of us are stronger than others, So let's be kind. Let's be supportive. We are a support group here. And so, hello. Is this Derek? Hello. Oh, we got somebody that's standing in a session. Hello, Happy Go Terror. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining in this evening. I might have to turn some more light on. As I'm blind. Hi, SL. Thank you. All right. And I'm going to come back to that disclaimer a little later. Shay in the house. Welcome back. All right. I should have wrote a list out of the people that contacted me, but I did not. Again, I tried to blend the topics, and they did end up going well. And the first place I wanted to start was with twin flames. Twin flames. Everybody, type in what you think a twin flame is, and I'm going to give you my version. I'd like to remind you all, I'm merely an amateur. I'm basically self-taught across the border. I'm taught by life. And so this is merely my opinion, It doesn't stand, but just hear me out. Think about it. Think about it. And also share. Never be afraid to share. Hello, Terenzo. Welcome. Welcome. Yes, wholeness. I get you. So anyway, I ask you to drop a line in and share with the rest of our community, our support group, what you believe twin flames are or mean. Probably a tormenting relationship, Chris. Someone that teaches us life lessons. All right, Delinda. Thank you. Any more? Come on, we got to keep this page hopping, keep it active. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll move on and I'll share with you the information that I found. We have here twin flames drive you potty. Masculine counterpart in spirit. All right, Happy Go Terror. Two souls that have shared deep-rooted karma. Okay? Two different elements of life, air, water merging to create a Christ-like being. Wow. I kind of like that one. Well, I did research for this live stream. I heck, I do research on everything because I'm nosy. So let me tell you what I came up with. I'm gonna mostly read what I write down because I get lost. So this evening we will be discussing twin flames. I did write it down, y'all. Soulmates, heartbreak, and healing, in that order. So let's start with our twin flames. You share what you believe it to be, and now I'm going to share what I believe it to be after my research. I look to the, I think it's called the Gnostic, Gnostic, teachings in the secret books of John, the Apocryphon of John. And gosh dang, if I didn't do it, I didn't print it out. What I didn't print it out, I'm going to share with you, is that particular spiritual sector or religious sector's understanding of what the God figure is. And the God figure is the inexpressible one. I mean, it goes on for a couple of pages talking about how he's immeasurable. You know, is because how is he immeasurable? Because there's nobody to measure him. He's unnameable because there's nobody to name him. You know, he's physical, but he ain't physical. He not physical, but he is. I mean, it just goes on and on to just try to show you this infiniteness, this wholeness, this all of who God is. And I'm just using God generically because we all believe in different entities, so I'm not trying to be religious here. I'm just trying to point out an idea or a theory I have about twin flames. So God is what the agnostics would say is the absolute being, everything it is. Now, the way I understand twin flames is from this agnostic teaching that God is all. And in his infinite wisdom, oh man, he created basically his counterpart, the universal womb or from which everything descended from. And it kept descending and splitting like a, what is it? Like a cell splits like that. This duality. Let me see what the term is they use here. Yeah. The duality, brought into bring in that feminine energy, the all, created its counterpart itself, that duality, that became the universal womb that gave birth to everything. Everything that was given birth to had both energies, masculine and feminine. And each of those had masculine and feminine, that duality. And as that duality descended down into this lower dimension, you know, it split. It's not pure anymore. And so now in this physical realm, we got females and males, that kind of thing. So, and it's called androgynous. You know, androgynous, or, and in this world, the way it really sinks down to is a hermaphrodite. You know, after I did my research, Gemini, male and female, right? The duality is there. And so now we down here on this low vibrational, you know, dimension where now we're outside of each other. We totally detached to each other. So the question I received is, what are twin flames? Based on the agnostic teaching, the twin flame is not even twin flames. It's a twin flame. 2 in 1. It is that duality within one unit. It is not from this physical plane, is what I'm trying to share. The twin flame exists in the higher realms, the higher vibrational realms. From my understanding, and I'm going to go a little further, is that we can't accomplish it. Why can't we accomplish it? Because we vibrate at too low of a level. This is a heavy, dense, basically sinful level. So we can't get it together. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about in association with twin flames is the eternal flame. I know y'all have heard of the eternal flame. We do this practice here in this world. Either that eternal flame, they have them at the Olympics with the fire and torch, and it's continuously burning. Our eternal flame is either fueled by some type of gas line, or they may have a crew of people that rotate in and out. Hello, rotate in and out, feeding it the wood or wherever to keep it going. It's supposed to last forever, but in reality, the eternal flame cannot last in this physical realm. Eventually, in some way, it's going to be extinguished. Now, look at God, the all, being that inexpressible one, the one that is immeasurable because there's nobody to measure him, the one who is cannot be named because there's no one to name him, the one that is the all. He is the original spark to that eternal flame. And there is no one to extinguish him. He cannot be extinguished because there's no one to be extinguished. So when it comes to twin flames, that's how I see twin flames. I believe the twin flame theory or concept exists. That's like a award that we receive at the end of our spiritual evolution. But we will not have that in this physical body. Now I want to stop, take a read. Towards ascending. Indoctrinated into a lower level of being. Terrenzo. Beautiful. Indoctrinated into a lower level of being via education and tempting of food and tampering of food and water from outside sources versus living on our own with others governing others' lives. So true. All of this corruptedness will not allow us in this physical body to reach that state that we glamorize. However, upon our spiritual ascension, upon being absorbed back up into that all, that inexpressible one, we will be granted that union. But again, it's not the way we want it to be in this world. But I know us. We still believe that we can have some things. Yeah, we can have it. So I was thinking that I can deal with twin flames by dealing with the fire element. Because it talks about the twin flame being a descendant, a direct descendant, still in the spirit, of the all, or God, and how it's been brought down to this physical plane, this corrupt physical plane. So let's talk about if we could have it in this physical plane, it will be represented by the fire element. So let's talk about the fire element. Y'all let me know what you know about the fire element while I try to find my place. Right, like I said, I'm going to read my notes because I get all lost. Okay. It says, I believe me that twin flame experience can only be achieved upon our spiritual ascension and does not correlate with our current situation, physicality. The physical body is an excellent clue to our limitations. I am Sag, fire with Leo fire. Ooh, okay. Nothing, all ears. Okay. Well, let's go to if we could bring this twin flame union onto this physical plane. So this is all hypothetical, theoretical. Let's work it out. We are out tonight having some conversations. Let's see. Well, what does the flame? The flame itself is embodied within the fire, right? So we are going to talk about the fire element. And so let's talk about the qualities of attributes of fire. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Well, any attributes y'all know about fire, tell me something. Type me something in real quick so I can read them off. Fire. Attributes. What is fire capable of doing? What is its characteristics? Well, I'm waiting. I told you I can't do this. All right, all right. Okay. What is that? I'm gonna have to spell cause Terenzo is sophisticated. This is the ethereal, I think, but I'll spell it. He has ETHEREAL. Is hot, action, consuming, burn, passion. Fire is passionate. Okay, and light. It's a light source. Okay. With that being said, now we talking about a twin flame relationship. So you got somebody that's hot, action, consuming, burning, passionate. We have sometimes we got the aggression, sharp characters. Now you want to be in a relationship with a person destructive. Yeah, let me go to my list. Fire, passion. Now we talking about getting into a twin flame relationship down on this physical corrupt world. Are you sure you want it? Builds and destroys. Spontaneity. Yes. You want to get in a twin flame relationship down on this physical corrupt world. Dating a Sag. Oh, Lord. Well, let me tell you what's on my list. Most of which you have. I have hot, heat, dry. Now, we talking about personality. Destructive, aggressive. It's also a source of energy, as you mentioned, light. Assertiveness, passion, anger, powers to transform or conversion. Enthusiastic, rebellious, brave, independent, hard-headed, fierce, spontaneous, and impulsive. Combustion. Yep. No fairy tale, but lots of lessons. Obsession. Oh, Lord. Obsession is another one, Because when that fire goes combust, if it is not controlled, contained, or mastered, it can get real ugly. Oh, don't burn us, Maria, please. You are one of these fire signs, Sagittarius. I think I read a little earlier. You are master. You are a master, and you know how to control your fire and use it to your advantage. But there are some in this world that don't. Now, let's talk about the fire signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries are cardinal signs. This means they like to initiate. Initiate what? Who knows what they gonna initiate, especially if they lack control. You understand? They like to take the lead. They act in accordance with their aims or goals. So, what is that person's aim or goal? See, these are questions we would have to ask if we were going to get in a twin flame relationship down here in this physical corrupt world. Because you can meet the Aries as an example, because this is a person that acts in accordance with their goals. What is their goal? Is their goal to control, and therefore they're aggressive or manipulative, or are they impulsive, or violent? These are things you have to take in consideration, because again, they're initiators. They don't mind getting it started. You know what I'm saying? So again, you want a twin flame relationship. Well, let's see what else out here on this chat. Okay, I said don't burn us up. Please don't burn us up. Most deaf, yes. I don't know about the Leo though. See, I got Leo rising, and I'm gonna have to talk about myself when I get to Leo, which I think is next. Their words are hurtful. Ooh, see, Sag is mutable, so we will bend. Y'all, yeah. Ooh, I know a Sagittarius, and yes, they bend. Well, he would bend, and it seemed to me that he was like collaborating, but he would bend in order like to get things in his favor. But if he did not get what he wanted, that bending would spring back the opposite way. Whew. But okay, now let's talk about Leos. I got Leo rising. I want to see if any of this fit. Oh hell no, don't want that. Don't want that. I'm like, oh. All right. Now Leos are fixed, and it says that they build on what already exists, organize more efficiently, or preserve the status quo. Action or acts in accordance with given circumstances. So I can see, like me, I'm the kind, I'm real easy. And it says here, acts in accordance with given circumstances. Now, if I'm in a situation and folks starting to act ignorant, and I can't get out, because I'm Aquarius sun. So I'm a humanitarian, but if I can't get out the situation, my motto is, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. You know what I'm saying? You got to fit in. So I'll turn up. So let's talk about how me being fixed in a situation, stuck in that situation, and having to do something. I can become very destructive. You understand? Most people, at the beginning, y'all was saying I got such an ease, a generous spirit, and y'all just really praised me and gave me a lot of, y'all believe in me. And I asked you, are you sure? Because we live in the age of deception. You know what I'm saying? And so me with this Leo rising, it can get very, very fierce. And remember, some of the attributes of fire is angry. I get angry. Destructive. I'll tear some stuff up. You don't let me out that door. You all want to act rude. I'll tear everything up. And then I'm going to get on out of there, because that ain't what I'm about. And you a Cancer too. See, we talking about a sensitive side, emotional side, that kind of. We be having a lot going on. Now, we as individuals are very complicated, multi-dimensional beings. A pawn in his game. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. I got to catch up, Carrie. I think I had a twin flame, had a combustion, will be going ping separate ways. See? See? So, on to this fire. Last fire sign of Sagittarius. If we could have the twin flame relationship in this here corrupt world, what would it look like? Sagittarius, as someone mentioned, is mutable, changing. Like I said, that Sagittarius will bend and bow. It looked like he was collaborating with me. He didn't get his way. Woo! That spin back, baby. I will be walking out the door because I already know. I do. I got that lion in me. Anyway, it says that Sagittarius seeks change, renewal, and will replace one thing with another, quick, fast, in a hurry. Act in accordance with the unfolding progressions, And so, this Sagittarius, just imagine, you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius, and I'm not trying to bash y'all, just using an example. You're in a relation with a Sagittarius that has no control over their fire. None. And they just are ready to have something new all the time. They're always going out for that adventure, because they need to be entertained. And you sitting there and you thinking everything okay, and they off and they gone. Totally gone. They have an independent nature, and they don't need you. Now, you need them. So you go ahead and chase after them if that's the kind of thing you do. And it's still a fire sign. That individual, one of the attributes to fire is being dry. Can be emotionally dry to you. Just kind of cut you off. They can keep it right on moving. You know what I'm saying? Because they are so interested or enthusiastic about seeing what that adventure will bring them. So, imagine you're in a relationship with an Aries. And You just say your piece about any given thing or subject or situation, and they don't agree. So they like to initiate. So what if you have an Aries that initiates an argument or a fight? Now, remember the attributes to fire is aggressiveness, violence. They can get brutal. You want a twin flame relationship down here on this corrupt world. Okay, let me catch up with the reading, y'all. Welcome, everybody. I like to say again, I got a disclaimer for this video because it might be disheartening to some when it comes to love, because I'm not talking about the sweet little cuddly part of it. I'm talking about this reality that we don't look at, or the fantasies that we try to, live out, and we end up being disappointed. And then we end up with heartbreak and have to go through the process and begin to heal. So that's what we're dealing with. Now, you probably going to hear my dog because I told them to put him in the room and they don't listen to me. So, okay. But so I don't have to show my fire here. I'm going to just ignore them. So if y'all can ignore them too, I would appreciate it. Another thing that might be floating around here is a charity. I don't know. It was attached to the last live stream. I went back this time to try to add it. I couldn't find it. So it still might be attached to this live stream. I ask you, if you have any money in your pocket, a few extra dollars, throw that charity a couple of dollars. Is to help fund and help out people that are dealing with domestic violence issues. And was it something else I wanted to talk about? I don't know. So I'm going to read a few of these, what they call text chats, and catch up. And whatever you write in chat, I'll probably be reading for the video. So when people come view it later, they know what we're talking about. So now let me see what y'all talking about over here. Y'all got to be talking about some good stuff over here when I come over here. Yeah, it's funny. Let's see. I've been broken, so my fire is under control. See? So let me ask you something, Chrissy. You say you've been broken, so my fire is under control. So tell me, did you end up getting broken because at one time your fire was out of control, or you didn't know how to use it to advance you or benefit you in some way? You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. I got to catch up, y'all. Hold on. Where am I at? Life hack. Everyone has two faces. They are darkness and light. It's like alchemy. Very true. All right. Can one of those faces overtake the other? Because again, we living in somewhat of a interesting time frame in humanity that it seems like many faces are darkness. That seems like the overall presentation of many people. Okay. And that's my point of saying I don't believe twin flames can truly exist on this realm, especially in the context of which we believe twin flames to be. That's where you vibing with somebody and y'all think one on, like one, and you feel like one, your heartbeat like one, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't no real arguments or disputes or anything like that. You just in this world doing it, together. That kind of thing. I don't believe that can exist on this particular plane, especially while being disrupted or disturbed by somebody's behavior. A twin flame shows you the part of yourself that you don't want to see. That's taking us to our next part. Patrice, that was pretty, dealing with all of me that I had deeply hidden away. Abusive relationships, and I used my fire for the wrong motives, and I paid harshly. So now I walk in light and love. Beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Restoration, being renewed. I prayed when I was a young girl, asked the Lord to take a lot of anger from me. Right. See, we have to be cleansed. And we need guidance so that we can learn how to control these energies. Now, we live in these physical bodies from the moment we pop in out of the womb. But the truth of the matter is, I don't believe that most of us understand the power that we have. When it's said that you are a fire sign, you have great power. You know what I'm saying? What they say, with great power comes great responsibility. When you are a water sign, you have extreme power. The same with the air and the earth. We all know the damage. We all know the damage each of those elements are capable of doing. And oh my goodness, if all four come together simultaneously, it would destroy something. And we each possess a little bit of that. So we need to be aware just how powerful we are. The question is, are we going to use our power for good or for bad? Are we going to allow our power, because we don't know we're powerful, to destroy us, or our relationships? Because we're talking about love here. We're talking about love here. Now let me see what else is over here. Gosh dang it. Okay. Happy Gaultier says, I feel like the twin flame is specifically present to cleanse the other, to assist in cleansing the other, rather. Okay. Happiness is a smile. Hello. True. We hopefully find our depth eventually. All right. Okay. All right. So let's move on, because what you're hitting on, let me see if I'm done. Nope, I ain't done. Let me read this. I done wrote all this stuff. I'm going to just read it, get it over with, move on to the next level. Because some of you, what you are sharing about twin flames, to me, through my research, actually goes into another category. And so we're going to jump there after I read all this. See, I can't been and wrote all this and just don't. That'll be a waste of energy. I'm too old. Okay. It says, we can safely say that fire is zealous. If fire is not mastered or directed appropriately, then fire can what? Get out of control, become bossy, egotistical, selfish, idealistic. Now, let's take that fire and add it to a sexual arena in life. That fire, if that fire is uncontrolled, you can become oversexed or promiscuous. We know that is a place where you can self-destruct. Now, let's put that fire into the emotional realm, the emotional part of life. What can happen? A person can get extremely violent. You know what they call it? They say they were, oh man, I can't think of it. When somebody kills somebody and they say they were emotionally, what's that called? Tell the real side. I'm trying. But you kill somebody, they say they was, I can't think of the word. But they emotionally went enraged and crazy. See, that's that fire combust, that kind of thing, that anger. Now, let's see if you have something that you want or you desire, or need. And you go after it, your determination. See, fire is determination. But if that continues to flare up or to combust or get out of control, it can lead to forcefulness. I'm talking about real life forcefulness and extreme selfishness. You understand? Where you're willing to do anything, kill anybody in order to get what you want or need. See, fire is a very powerful energy. Crime of passion. Thank you. Yep. And temporary insanity. Yeah. Because when that fire, again, goes combust, gets out of control, you no longer have control of your mental faculties. It is the passion driving you, making your adrenaline pump. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is do what? What's another word for that fire? Action. Go into action. Don't even think about it. Then you got yourself in a world of trouble. But many of us want a twin flame relationship. And we as humans don't realize the power that we embody. And we are in a very trying, challenging, corrupt realm, So, out of control, totally. You can get totally out of control. So, to have twin flames, relationships, now remember the term is twin flames. So, I was just talking about one individual. But we talking about two of the same type of individuals coming together in a world that is out of control. You want a twin flame relationship? Okay. Well, let's go ahead. Remember, I was saying that many of you are suggesting that twin flames help a person to basically identify things within themselves or to heal themselves. I'm here to argue that it fits into this next category. And this next category has to do, we said we're going to talk about soulmates. Let me see before I go on. I want to see. It says from Happy Golterra, twins have light work to do. We need balancing and cleansing to do it. And that's a beautiful statement. Thank you. Because I see what you're saying about the twins. But I think, this is just me, who am I, this is the age of deception, so you got to learn what you learn the way you learn it. But what I'm saying is, what Happy Golterra has just shared, twins have light work to do. We need balancing and cleansing to do it. Let me make sure there's nothing else down there. Okay, what I argue, or I believe, is that is the soulmate job. You understand? Soulmate job. And why does the soulmate come in to perform that job? To do the balancing and cleansing, so that we can ultimately do what? Ascend our spirit back to that twin flame. That twin flame union. But it does not exist, from my perspective, in the physical body. All right. However, you share. We can conversate. We can agree to disagree. I learned something from you, and you learned something from me. We got to find out what's going on, especially when it comes to this thing called love. I see y'all. Did y'all see all my little symbols I use? That's a bad word, y'all, right there, with love following it. So we got to figure out what's going on. It's always somebody calling me. I can't talk to them now. I'm talking to you people because I love you. I have one. My soulmate is a Libra. We gonna talk about that. And you're very fortunate. Now, let's see what I got here. Now, let's be more realistic by focusing on soulmates. So, what is a soulmate? Now, in the beginning, I asked you what you thought a twin flame was. Now, I'm asking you, what do you think a soulmate is? What is your perspective? You understand? And then after you share yours, then I'll give mine. All right, I'm waiting. We gonna move along. Nope. No, what? Sometimes this thing's so confusing. I'm almost old, y'all, because I can barely keep up with technology. I hope I'm not still a little square. I've been trying to make it a big square. I look back at the videos, I'm a little tiny square up in the corner. Well, I'm waiting for a few inputs about what do you believe a soulmate is. We talked about twin flames. Now, what about a soulmate? I don't think they're the same thing. Do you think they're the same thing? Or are they two different experiences? Let's see. We agreed to teach. Okay? There are different types of soulmates. That's what I'm talking about, Patrice. There are different type of soulmates. Not all are love relationships. That's where I'm going with it. Mine taught me a lesson. That's what they're here to do. We have many soulmates through life. That's exactly where I'm going. Connections with many people, I believe, have had past lives together. Yeah, I believe that too. And that is something that I've left out. Carolyn, that you have, I think I might have left it out. I don't know. Have had past lives together, and you're coming together to either learn something, teach something, or resolve something, or something like that. All right, Derek, instantly connecting and bond, that's unbreakable. See, we about to talk. I don't have to talk much. He knows what I will say, and he knows what I feel and how I'm going to act. That must be nice. That must be nice. I was thinking about the sweetheart I had. He knew how I would act. Yeah, he left. He would get out the way. I'm really not into astrology and think that soulmates share planetary aspects. I wonder about that, and I've tried to track that. But I have my pans and too many fires, but that's something that I would really like to research in detail. And I do too, yes. Taurus here, and I swear me soulmate is, where I'm going, my crazy bipolar Scorpio. Constant mirroring me, showing me myself after I think about what's said, teaching me to be a better person. Very true. A deep connection with another, a pulling toward that person. I think that is absolutely true. You know how one day you don't know a person, you don't know them from Adam, period. And your steps are directed in life, year after year, day after day. Hold on, let's go back. Second after second, minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day, year after year, your steps in life are directed. And one day, just one day, you meet that soulmate. You attracted each other. Every step that you took was leading you to the soulmate so that you could have your experience. So, I'm going to turn here and read my notes. Again, I can't be wasting energy. I got to value my energy. So, I'm going to read what I wrote here. And it says, I know what I do. Anybody that watch me know I like to do the definition. So, I said I'm going to break down the term soul mate. Soul and then mate. Now, the soul. The spiritual part of humans. Catch it. We ain't even talking about this. Period. Remember, like I said, I don't even think this has anything to do with the twin flame union. But dealing with the soul mates. Dealing with the term soul first. The spiritual part of the human. Okay. The principle of life, feeling, thoughts, actions, regarded as a distinct entity separate from the body. Now we talking about soul mates. Now on to mate. One of a pair, a partner, a counterpart, an associate, to bring together, to consort, to keep company. So between those two definitions, there's nothing at all talking about the physical body. Period. It's referring to your soul. And that goes back into your past life experiences, because your soul carries all that information. And whatever you go through now, it picks up some more information and document, and you keep on moving. Again, soulmates does not point to the physical body. But we know that our souls have incarnated. Simply love in the house. Where? Ah! That's my girl. Hey! Thank you for coming to visit me, Simply Love. Everybody throw kisses at her. Just love all over. Love her. Matter of fact, love all over each other. Love all over each other. Okay. And I hope it doesn't get loud. I do apologize now if it gets loud. It's very warm where I am, and people are outside. They're so happy to come out after the cold weather. So it's motorcycles, it's music, it's laughter, it is life around me. So let's keep moving. Don't you start, Scrappy. I don't want y'all to see my fire. Okay. So, as I was saying, in the definition of these terms, soul and mate, it does not talk about the physical body. But we know, we got common sense that the spirit or the soul has incarnated into this physical suit, into this realm, so that we can have the experience. So, let's talk about why the soul entered the body in the first place. Why were you? Why was your soul put in your body was fashioned for your soul to enter, to come into this world? It came for a purpose. It just didn't happen. Well, the purpose was for your soul's journey. Something had to carry you so that you could interact with the other souls. So again, so you could do what? Teach, learn, or resolve some issues, right? Okay, so you have to move forward and deal with whatever issues you got to deal with. Let me see here what I wrote. I wrote a sticky note, y'all. Sometimes I do that's important. Oh, I just wrote here. I was writing about the sun in astrology. The sun is represents the soul. And what is the soul? The soul is the source of your vital life force energy and your soul journey. That's what carries you. That's what animates your body so that you can get up and have the experiences that you have, good or bad. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, when y'all come to my channel, don't come here thinking I'm a sugarcoat it and make it all nice. Does anybody right now have a happily ever after life and experience, and has it always been like that? Or has it been challenges and you couldn't see your way out of those challenges because either you were shrouded from the truth or life was sugar-coated? I don't know. Maybe you did have that and I'm just different. I don't know. So what I deal with on my channel here is a support group. It's to help us understand what's been this madness that has been taking place. Why do we need to know? So that we can grow. Because it's my belief that our overall journey here is to lighten the soul. Go teach, go learn, go heal, resolve those issues so that your soul can be lightened, so that we can ultimately ascend and get to that twin flame union. Just a moment. Who is it? Is it right there? Well, tell Pearl to come get it herself. And I'm doing live stream. Goodbye. Okay. Y'all seeing my fire? Okay. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Y'all still with me? Uh-oh, I got to read some more. I see kisses flying. Is that thing a little puckered up? Is it a little pucker up chicken? I don't know. Blind folks, we don't see. No, we lipping off them blind. I need these glasses, but the blinders got to come off. They got to come off so we can be successful, so that we can make good choices, so that we can get as close to that happily ever after as we can, and know what we dealing with. Thank you. I try to be honest. You know what? If I got to be honest with myself, I got to be honest with y'all, because I have made so many mistakes. It's been ridiculous. I was really shielded from the realities of this world, and the reality was very shocking to me. And I would never ever want that to happen to anyone. Neither do I want anyone, something I haven't experienced. Oh, Lord, please don't let me experience. I've never been in a relationship where someone was violent with me. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably go to jail, but I talk a lot of crap, so I'd be beat up. Oh, man. So I pray, please let's do this more often. That's the plan. That's the plan. If I could keep myself motivated. Because I'm telling you, I was sitting here like this, like on the, what they call it, a screenshot thing. What I'm a live stream about. These folks don't want to hear me talking and complaining. I don't know what to talk about. I said, but I want to try it because it's helpful. Like I said, it's not that I'm merely opening up a platform for us to have a support group. I need you. I do. It's something to learn, because I've been through some things and I've learned. And I wish somebody came and offered me the cheat sheet and told me, but they didn't. I had to learn. Now I'm passing it on. I'm not going to let all this good information go. You know what I'm saying? Or if y'all got some information, you ain't going to keep it to yourself. Share it right here. I just ask you to be kind and gentle with others because we all get different life experiences and some of us stronger than others. That's all I ask. I'm great. You're great too. Spirit journey. Let's see. What else we got going on? I got to stop to read because y'all not going to leave me out. What up, Jazzy? No rose-colored glasses. Oh, no. Not at all. And have y'all seen them? They got these rose-colored glasses for real. And they like this big Hollywood Mary J. Blige big and they all rose-colored and all. And they look retarded. Thank you, Jazzy. You've been shrouded for about 2 years now. Come on out. Come on out. It is good for us to connect, And it's nice to, be out and about with those people that are really a part of your intimate circle. But sometimes you just want to come outside of them because they can get critical. They know all your business. Talk about you like a dog to your face because they're your real friends. They talk about you, make you feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? So you can just come in, tell us all your business, disappear at the end of the live stream. I just won't read anything absolutely too crazy, but if you share here, I'm cited for the video, but it's just a place to vent. You might feel like crying tonight, and you can sit here on the video, cry. Ain't nobody got to know you crying. Laugh. It's all you. It's all you. And it's all about us becoming more knowledgeable. Lighten our load. Let me see. I'm going to keep going because I just get to talking to y'all like the way you explain everything is so powerful. Thank you. See, that's that Leo rising when I be doing all this. My friends be like, girl. They're like, Lord. Okay, let me move. I lost my place. All this fabulous writing. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. I have written here, during one's life journey, individual souls come together in order to teach and or learn and or resolve past issues. We've already discussed that. The process is required in order for spiritual ascension, lightening your soul. Ooh, y'all don't know where I'm about to go with this. I bet y'all don't know. Y'all done suggested around it, but I'm going all the way into it. The definition does not suggest a single identifiable connection. It just suggests souls coming together. Question: what physical vessel did your soulmate come to you in? So I ain't being funny. I'm going to go on some strange stuff and some weird stuff going on. We got people on here, YouTube I done seen, marrying trees, marrying the ocean, having intimate relationships with animals, and all different type of, new stuff. I'm not one to judge because it said soulmate. If something got a soul, I don't know. But they have this connection. They got some things to teach and learn. They got something to work out. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I'm just saying that it's not defined, adult. Yep. I mean, maybe some things don't make sense to us, but that's what I'm just saying. A compelling connection with whom real work is necessary to keep it healthy. If you keep it together at all. Powerful spirit journey 1. Okay, so another thing is, let's talk about the 4. Is this right? Oh, it was 4. I made 5. 5 basic connections or relationships you'll have. 5 relationships. I found 4. I didn't write down the site for this, but you can just Google anything now. And so let's talk about the 5 relationships that we experience in life. Y'all don't pay attention to my nails. They've been shattering like they glass. I'm so upset. Oh, you out? Okay, thank you. Can you stay out? Please stay out. I'm happy if you stay out. Okay. Let's see. Here go the relationships. We have family relationships. Y'all got that one? Family. You didn't ask for them. You got them, right? These are people that you had nothing to do with if you was going to get in a relationship or not. You had no say so. Family relationships. Then you have friendships. Why do you develop these friendships? These are people that you choose consciously. You end up vibing in some way. How about casual relationships? I guess casual relationships can be those like, your neighbors, the people in your community, the people that you in at. You ever meet somebody, you out on the street and you meet them, you strike up a conversation. You don't exchange numbers or anything. You're just talking about any old thing. You could be talking about some serious stuff that's going on in this world. And like y'all talking, trying to resolve the issue right then and there. You ain't never met this person or seen this person another day in your life. You had this deep conversation. You might stand there for an hour or two. Y'all gonna save the world in them hour or two. And then you break, you walk away as if you never known them. Is that a casual relationship? I've had that experience. When I had that experience, my question to you, did me and that other soul come together to have that discussion in that hour or two to try to figure out how to solve some of the ills of this world? Was that what we had to do? Is that the teaching and learning we had to do? Was it a seed I had to drop in them or them into me? See, this is what a soulmate is. This is what it's all about. Now, let's talk about the other two relationships, because we got 5 brackets: family relationships, friendships, casual relationships, and romantic relationships. Now, I ain't going to leave romance out. That happens to you a lot. See, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just me. I ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? Now we're talking about romantic relationships. Everybody loves that romantic relationship. I'm no different. Why did you meet that one, that special someone? You thought it would be forever. Ooh, the one that made your heart flutter, the butterflies in your stomach made your toes curl. Ooh. The one when you were mad at them and you on your way to see them and you get nervous like, I'm about to see them, I don't know what's going to happen, that kind of thing. Why did you meet them? And oh Lord, if that relationship ends, you really start saying like, what was the purpose of us coming together? For what? For what? Now, I argue this, and I'm guilty. Every day I'm trying to figure this out. I still ain't got it. We came together. I enjoyed you. You enjoyed me. We turned up. We lived. Obviously, we were teaching and learning and resolving past issues so that we could lighten our soul. Okay, if that be the case, why I can't recognize what it is? What did you teach me? What did I so I taught him a lot now, I'm biased. I taught him a lot. But what did he teach me? Did my heart really get lightened? Or did it get heavier? Because we're going to talk about that later on. We're going to talk about that later on. Passion. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me move on. Am I just rambling too much? Do I ramble too much for y'all? So my question is, when it comes to these soulmate relationships, yep, I ramble. I be trying to stay focused. Is that relationship was the relationship temporary or long term? Because soulmate relationships can be temporary or long term. Did y'all know that? A soulmate relationship can be temporary or long term. And what I'm beginning to try to show here is that we glamorize the terms twin flames, soulmates. We want them to we romanticize them is the word I'm looking for. We glamorize them too, but we romanticize them. And I'm telling y'all, I don't think it's a romantic issue. Nope. Especially when we know, or now that we know that it's just two souls coming together. Sometimes that other came in a body that was the opposite sex. Sometimes that other soul came in a body that was sexy and appealing and attracted to you. And other times, for some, it may have come, and I'm kind of joking, but I don't know, in a tree. You know what I'm saying? Or it may come in the same sex individual in your same age bracket, soulmate. Or it may have come with a person with a different skin color. You understand? Or a different belief system or a different nationality. That soulmate came to help you and for themselves as well to teach and learn. You know? Or to resolve some past life issues so that you can lighten your heart, lighten your soul, and ascend to what? That twin flame union experience. And let me see what's going on over here. Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. It says, Happy says, the live chat is on delay, so you're not getting my messages in the context. Okay. I'm going to work through it. I think I can do that. I'm going to review later on. That's why I'm reading them, so I know what we were talking about. I'm gabbling term romantic non-committal. I got to slow down so I can catch up. All right. My first soulmate was my grandma. See? Then my dog. Now is my Libra boyfriend. See? Is it Dia? Daya? Something. Anyway, I love you, Miss Johnson. I'll call you Miss Johnson. See, Miss Johnson just shared with us that she has had 3 soulmates at least she can identify in her life. Her first being her grandmother. Wow, the wisdom. You know, see, she might have been here to teach you. I don't know what your relationships was. Your relationship was with your grandmother. But many grandmothers and grandparents are our soulmates. And they are coming here to teach us, to give us that information so we can have like this cheat sheet. Everybody doesn't have that. If a person doesn't have a grandparent or a grandparent that is even willing to take the time up to educate, to teach, to tell those old stories. See, those are cheat sheets to help you, to help me, so that we can miss a whole bunch of crap and keep it moving so we can be successful. You know, you always want your children to do better than what you did. And she also says that her dog was her soulmate. And what could her dog possibly, I'm just going thinking of different case scenarios. The dog could have taught her loyalty. That dog might have been right here. Bet nobody stepped to her. You know, that kind of thing. The dog could have taught her courage. And now she has a Libra boyfriend. That Libra is one, remember, scales with Libra, start learning how to collaborate, that kind of thing. That might be what goes on there. Okay, let's see. Happy say, I love and watch you all the time. Thank you. Regeneration and inspiration. I love you too. I love you all. I believe North Node connections attract soulmates. North Node is your soul's purpose in astrology. Has to be something about your purpose that connects you to those soulmates, because you have to have certain experiences on that journey. Transformational, serious yet fantasy oriented. Yes. Okay, I'm caught up. Now, let me go back over here, because I'm not staying on this thing for 3 hours again. I don't know how I did that last time. I be talking so much. Maybe my kids are right. They my soulmates. Then mama, shut up. That's here what they teaching me to listen to somebody else sometime. All right. Now, as I said, I might be going somewhere that you're not expecting me to go this evening, as we continue to talk about soulmates relationships. And who are our soulmates? Who are they? Again, we romanticize and glamorize this term. So let's see. I'm going to break it down to you now. Y'all ready? Put your seat, sit down. Put your seatbelt on and let's get ready to ride this wave. The information I'm about to share with you comes from two different sources. One is called Madam Noor, www.madamnori, something. Y'all know. And let me see where the other one is from. Oh, I wrote that horribly. It says www.lovepanky.com. I wasn't on no wrong site either, y'all. www.lovepanky.com. Okay, between these two sites, I gathered this information. Are y'all ready? Okay, DJ. Oh, okay, DJ. Okay, I got that. All right, you're learning a new perspective I've talked about. Very good. Full of surprises. I try to be. No, I don't even try to be. That's just me. I try to keep it under control. I'll say that. Okay. This says, when I first went to Madame Noor, this site offered 14 different types of relationships. And I went and expanded upon that and says relationship experiences. Experiences. So you with this soulmate. Now we named the different types of relationships you can have. I found 4, added 1. It's the family relationship. Now I want y'all to keep this in mind as I move forward. You got family relationship, friendship relationship, casual relationships, romantic relationships, or professional relationships. I don't even know if I talked about the professional relationships. I get to talking so much I forget. So the last two was the romantic relationship and the professional relationship. Family, friends, casual, romantic, and professional relationships. Now let's flip the page and let's kind of, what's the term? I've been so scatterbrained. What is that? The wind blowing that hard? What is, wow. Okay. I have my window open. All right. The 14 different types of relationship experiences. Now, I was just talking about the relationships, the 5 relationships. Now we're talking about 14 types of relationship experiences. Y'all got your fingers ready? Because y'all going to probably want to type. Peter Pan complex and Asperger. Y'all want to be real. How do you know when a person is truly your soulmate? Good or bad? Honey, listen. Your souls, 2 souls come together to teach and learn or to resolve some past life issues. There is no defined gender or body that your soulmate can come in. Your soulmate is not, thus far, what I'm picking up. Your soulmate, see, that's why I said we glamorize soulmate, the term. But the soulmate is merely another soul that you come in contact with for the sole purpose of learning or teaching or resolving an issue. It has nothing to do directly with romantic partnerships or relationships. Romantic partnerships and relationships fit into that bracket because they are a primary. So this is how throughout your life, this is one of the ways a person get real close to you. You think about it. After you get a certain age, people don't get too close to you. So you can stop learning as much, correct? But if you meet somebody and you let them get close to you, get in your intimate space, your square, they can teach you something. Those folks, them romantic folks, they hold your heart in their hand. They be having all kinds. Some of them be having all type of power. You know what I'm saying? And they're there to help you either teach something or learn something or resolve some issues. You two souls, we're talking about a romantic soulmate connection, romantic soulmate connection, because you can have other type. You can have family soulmate connections. You can have professional soulmate connections. You can have, again, that romantic soulmate connection. You can have that friendship soulmate connection. Get what I'm saying? Am I making it make sense? Who's lying? Hold on, y'all. Y'all talking about stuff and it left me out. Every use of everything. If it really. Ooh. Spirit Journey says Aries. Easily disappointed. And also shut down. And off if idealism is not shared. See, that's a negative characteristics of the Aries fire sign. So again, let's go all the way back to the twin flame thing. You in a relationship, you fire in some way, and they on fire. And this individual, Aries, don't even want to deal with you if you can't ride their fantasy wave with them. You know what I'm saying? And they shut down to you. You know, maybe get aggressive at you, bite at you, whatever. Okay, let me stay on track. I'm going all the way back there to the twin flame thing. Y'all got to rewind. People don't rewind no more, huh? Reset, restart. Okay. Telling my age. All right. Well, now, like I said, y'all fingers ready. I was just talking so y'all get y'all fingers ready because y'all probably gonna start typing now. This is y'all typing lesson. Watch this. Watch this. All right. Let's go into the 14 different types of relationship experiences that accompany those 5 potential soulmate relationships. How about that? Did that make sense? So time gets tongue tied. Number 1, codependent. You can be codependent with family members, friends, in romantic relationships, on a professional level. You name them. What was the other one? I need to tell that page off because I'm going to be going right back to that. Yep. You can be codependent with family relationships, friendships. Not so much casual. Occasionally people get out here, meet people in the moment, and become codependent upon them as long as they can. That's really, really, really is crazy. And then when that connection breaks, they go leech on to someone else. That is possible. And we have the codependence we know of in a romantic relationship, and it also happens in a professional sphere. Some people, I don't know if any of you have, may have worked with a person and you couldn't even perform your job because you needed them. You depended on them so much. You know, you always needed them to tell you what to do, what moves to make next. You scared to make a decision. Okay, so that can happen there. The next of the 14 relationship experiences, I'm gonna try to run them down quick, is independent. And that's when one is not willing to compromise and or sacrifice from in a relationship. So okay, now you independent, say you in a family, and you basically tell everybody, I got F you money. I ain't got to listen to none of y'all. I ain't got to work with none of y'all. I ain't got to compromise with none of y'all. I'm gonna just go turn up and do what I want to do, and y'all work it out. So they independent. They is separate from the rest. This also happens in friendships as well. The casual one, we'll see what we can fit in there. It happens in romantic relationships. See, that's why the romantic relationship is a big one. Because basically all these things I'm going to read can really, really take place in the romantic partnerships. Again, why is this the case? Because as we get older, we usually don't befriend or become so close to others unless it is in a romantic context. So that's why we glamorize or romanticize soulmates. You know, get what I'm saying? So anyway, all right. Okay, we talked about the independent. Now, how about dominating relationships? Dominating experiences in relationships where somebody is trying to control every move you make, every thought you have, everything you gonna do. You know, this person rules the relationship. Now, we know that happens in romantic relationships. Heck, it also happens in a professional relationship. Your boss is your boss. And some of them are really, really bossy. You know what I'm saying? It goes on. The rebound. You can have this experience in your soulmate tie with well, mostly your romantic relationship. Like I said, keep going back to the romantic relationship, all these experiences you can have. You rebound. Just gone through a breakup and need to love. Oh, and needing love to cover up the pain. A person that's fearing accepting reality. The next experience is open. This is emotionally committed. This is when you're emotionally committed to another person. I found this is going to be something that sound glitchy here because when I was reading, I was like, that doesn't sound right. But it's saying you in an open relationship. You claim you emotionally connected to the other, but you are free to go sleep with whatever others you want to. And the article goes on to say, but it works best when partners are not emotionally invested. But it started by saying the partners are emotionally committed to each other. How are you going to be emotionally committed to a person but not emotionally invested in a person? That don't go together to me. But okay, that's the article. The next one is working hard partnerships. Anybody ever been in a working hard partnership where you make a lot of changes? The way you talk, you dress, you think, you socialize. You know what I'm saying? You doing all this work to make the relationship continue, in order to maintain and sustain the relationship. It says that you may have zero interest on another's passions and or hobbies. It's exhausting. It says exhausting. So here you have a twin flame experience and not twin flame, soulmate experience with either a family relationship. And in that family relationship, you're working hard. We're going to do this when you're working hard in that family relationship, that family soulmate relationship. And it's always that one person in your family you got to bend over backwards for. Why are you having this experience? That's what you need to ask yourself when you're in these relationships. Because these people, this family member in this case, is your soulmate, there to teach you something. Why are you willing to work so hard for this relationship? Okay. Or how about friendship? Friendship is the friendship soulmate contract. And you working real hard. This friend work you half to death. They supposed to love you and let you be yourself. But you find yourself changing and doing, and you can't catch a break with this friend, but you stay in a relationship. This soulmate relationship, this contract exists because it's a question. What are you doing here? Why are you willing to go to this depth? Next one, the romantic relationship. We can put all these up under romantic relationship. And the professional relationship. Working hard. Yes, you're supposed to work hard, but you ain't supposed to do everybody work. This is a soulmate contract. Why are you still in this job? Why are you still in this job and you got to work so hard and you're not even reaping the benefits? You're not getting the accolades. So it was something that you needed to learn. That's why you're there. Now, the next experience is that doesn't make right. That doesn't make it right. Okay, I'm saying. So how do you emotionally, mentally get out? Emotionally, mentally get out of a soulmate relationship. See, that's the complexity of our existence in this world. Spirit is one thing. The physical body is another. And they're quite in opposition to one another. Either your body is going to rule and everything else is going to submit to it. We know with this physical body, always wants, needs, craves, desires. They got all that going on. And then we have the spirit. And the spirit functions in a different way. So either a spirit is going to rule and your body has to yield to the spirit, which means most likely your body won't be getting all that it desires. That kind of thing. So when you ask, how do you emotionally or mentally get out? Well, we got to break that down. Emotionally, how do you get out of a situation? It's not easy is what I'm trying to say. Because what we're trying to do, remember, our ultimate goal is to loosen the soul, to lighten it up. We often forget that we are in a spiritual experience as well as a physical experience. That's why we get confused. We just dealing with this physical realm. It's something going on in the spiritual realm too. So our bodies don't want to let it go. All our spirit want to do is get cleansed, renewed, so that it can ascend. That's its main priority. Well, the body is about being satisfied. The body is never satisfied. How do you get emotionally and mentally out? Number one, follow the spirit. Number one, try not to get in it. But we going to go a difference. Hold on. We going to go into that. Scrappy, soulmate makes sense. Not twin flame. Exactly. Is it a battle against the soul and the universe? Ooh. You know what? So y'all gonna make me go places that I had never planned to go here on YouTube. But when we have grown and really solidified our bond, that is a question a concern I like to dive in and handle. MWA5. And the question is it a battle against the soul and the universe? Today, I will not address that. But that is something that I would love one day when our bond gets strong. And I see that we're ready to go there. That is a discussion I would love to have. But I'm about to continue on because I know y'all need some cards read and some things. Now, if you see anything around here floating around about a domestic violence charity, please donate if you have a few extra coins. And y'all keep sharing and consulting again, because we know we are a support group. I want to keep reminding you that's what we building here, a support group. And so I'm going to keep moving forward. Now, remember, we're talking about the 5 possible soulmate connections or contracts you can enter. Basic 5. Family, friendship, casual, romantic, professional. We know that we focus on the romantic, we glamorize it, and we romanticize it. So, we're going to move on and look at these experiences that you can have in either one of these contracts. Primarily in the romantic one. Why? Because as you get older, you usually don't get real close to people unless it's in a romantic context. So, more often. Okay, let's see. Toxic. I know y'all knew that was coming. Toxic relationships. Leave you feeling emotionally, mentally, and physically immobile. Extreme attraction, but different morals, opinions, and or, I try. Morals, values, and anything. Moral values and ethics. I don't know what I wrote here. But it is just these major differences, but you're highly attracted to each other. And so you tend to be addicted to that other person. That chemistry is so strong. But when it gets down to those really, really important things in life, like your morals and your values, that kind of thing, they totally don't line up. And so it seems to me that the people stay in there trying to win the other to have their viewpoints, Soul ties. That's what yep. So, when we start talking about toxic relationships, we know we can have that toxic relationship in any soulmate contract. We can have toxic relationships in our families, Have you ever had a sibling, aunt, or uncle, or cousin, where you just can't get along because you just don't have the same viewpoints, period. You love each other because you're familiar, family, but other than that, it's like nothing else. Like, that's why people don't want to go to Thanksgiving dinner with their family. Like, I can't sit around the table with them all day because what's going to happen around the table is conversation. And we're going to hit up on religion. We gonna hit up on ethics and the things that's happening in the world, and your viewpoint against my viewpoint. Toxic. And when these people try to stay together, it's toxic. Friendships. People are in friendships that are toxic. Well, you talking about a person behind their back, smiling in their face. You ain't got nothing in common as far as, again, those real core important things in life. Karmic soulmate. Basically, yes. Definitely karmic, because we know that these people had to come in your life. Every step you have taken in this life has been ordered to get you where you need to be. That's the karmic part of it. That soulmate tie is that soul. Yup, that soul over there and this soul over here. Feet were ordered to get to this spot today. That's the karmic. In order to make that connection, have that attraction, start that friendship, or with that, start that romance, so that y'all can go to school. Go to school. That's what it's about. In the spirit. But in the physical world, oh, we got a best friend. We about to go turn up. Ooh, I met that significant other. Oh, we about to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Let's see. Toxic relationship with romantic interests. Ooh. That's a very destructive energy that it just seems like it contaminates everything around it and everything attached to it. What do you say, DJ? You don't even have to be next to your soulmate or even not in the same country. Your souls are always together every moment. Okay. I hear you. Now, everybody, this is another opinion about soulmates. And DJ writes, you don't even have to be next to your soulmate or not even in the same country. Your souls are always together every moment. And I can kind of get with that too. Because I have experienced and I have heard that, say for instance, I come up with a fabulous idea that can, say, help the world. There could be someone simultaneously in another part of the world that is doing the same thing or creating that which expands or enhances what I've done, or vice versa. That will be considered a soulmate connection. Because we are either teaching or learning in order to, resolve an issue. And so, yes, I believe that too. Or you can have an imaginary friend. True, you can have an imaginary friend. I don't think an imaginary friend would count as a soulmate, though. I don't think. But, hey, I agree to disagree with no problem, because we really, really 100%, let's tell the truth. We really, really don't know. Everything we find out, everything we come to understand or believe is brought on by our life experiences, which you have learned, which you have witnessed, which you can research, which you can study. You go to science and art and literature and poetry and all these things, and we create these theories. But truthfully, we don't know. Your soul travels energy, yes. Okay, let's hit on some of these other experiences you can have while in a soulmate connection. Whether that soulmate connection is with family, friend, is casual or romantic interest, or professional. The last thing we talked about was toxic relationships. And I know your mind somewhere when you think that toxic thing just blows me away. The next one they listed out of the 14 is temporary. This is the temporary relationship, is that one of fun, and goes with the casual, especially the casual relationship. It is for fun. There are no plans for the future. There is no I can't live without them sensation going on. It's just the moment of fun, of excitement. This person's cool to hang out with. That really goes into that casual relationship. That is also a soulmate contract in which you're having an experience. What could this soulmate meeting or contract that you enter with this casual person, just having temporary fun, be trying to teach you or tell you. It could tell you, hey, it's all right to take a break. It's all right to turn up sometime. Especially for a person that is plagued with the spirit of compulsive work constantly. And universe rather, orders their feet to meet this person, and to enter into a casual relationship with another. And they just temporarily go turn up. For the first time ever, this person goes out, cast their cares of the world away, and go have fun. So this is what a soulmate connection is. It's to teach you something. In that scenario, it's teaching that person to release, to enjoy life in the moment. So on to the next potential life experience. And it's something basically friends. It says you don't like to have sex with one another because it feels like you're having sex with a family member or something. You enjoy each other on various levels, just not sexually, So what can that be teaching? You have this soulmate tie. This person is not biologically your family, but you just not sexually attracted or stimulated by them, but y'all vibe on all rest of the levels. What can this be teaching you? What would be the reason for this soulmate contract? Is it to show you that, imagine someone that has an issue with being promiscuous or something like that. I just create case scenarios. Promiscuous. And then they meet this person like, wow, I love you. I really vibe with you. But for the first time, I don't want to jump into bed with somebody or with you, but I love you more than any of those other people. And it seems like I would want to, but for some reason, it's not there for the first time. Could that person in that scenario be having this experience to show them you don't have to have a sexual relationship with everybody? It can be all together. In this case scenario, you together because you got a whole lot of other stuff in common. You enjoy each other. You got the same, hobbies or whatever it is. And you on a whole new, you on the same, matter of fact, you ascended the level. You done ascended with even the people you done had sexual relationship that you done shared your body with. And all you two might go do is go to the show, out to lunch, do a little shopping, sit up and have these deep conversations, going through the newspaper, and you look and this is a person that I know I love. But yet, no sexual desire. Let's see. On to the next. It says purely sexual. Of course, that will be the next one, y'all. Purely sexual. Have y'all ever had one of them relationships where it's great sexual chemistry, but no desire to explore other areas of each other's life? Totally opposite. Totally opposite. Now, I can't even see. Like I said, in my own world, I'm still trying to figure out why I was in the contract with the person. What they teach me. I know I taught them a lot, but what they teach me. I'm biased. Y'all heard me say that. Well, here we have a relationship where it's purely sexual. I don't even care what you do once you get out the bed. What possibly are you there to do? To teach or learn or to resolve some issues? Well, we can say hypothetically, they're there to resolve some issues. Maybe in a past life, they had a time when they couldn't harmonize or create music. And maybe they had to catch on up. And so that's what they do. And that's all that they do. Harmonize, make music, and catch on up. So, going on to the next one. A prized possession relationship. Now, this is interesting. Because a prized possession relationship can even be in the family. There are people that will not acknowledge family members because they're not socially, they don't have a high social status. But on the other hand, in the next second, they praising another person in the family because, yeah, they do this or they do that. They're a doctor, they're sports, and so you can have this kind of with soulmate connection or contract that exists. You know, what could that exist for a person to be in a prized possession? Let's read. I wrote here, I just took some of their notes. It's like talk about gold diggers. And it says here that most emotionally sound persons, and this is me, this ain't me, this is that article. It says most emotionally sound persons cannot carry this one for long because they crave a real connection. So that prize possession, it's like a temporary state. We know it exists in a romantic sphere where you dating somebody because they fine or they got money or whatever the case, and you look good on their arm or whatever. Well, they saying that's kind of saying from the article, a person that can do that and continue to do that ain't of too much, ain't emotionally sound. That's their opinion, not mine. You know, I'm just sharing. So you can have that kind of soulmate connection or experience in your soulmate contract. The next one is good on paper. This is another one, good on paper. And that good on paper can be found in that soulmate contract in your professional arena, as well as in that romantic relationship or even a friendship arena. Heck, family too. But mostly in the professional romantic. What does it mean to look good on paper? It says, I wrote here, great. The partner, great. No, excellent. Relationship resume. This person fit it all. They fit it all. What you want? You want a person that work, or a person willing to pay bills, somebody that's nurturing, so that they got it all. But you ain't got no chemistry for them. This life. This life. Okay. Now that what kind of soulmate contract would that be? You ain't got no chemistry with them. Let's just take it and use an example that your soulmate contract is professional, and you're a boss and you hire an employee. This employee is wonderful on paper. I mean, they proficient. They can type. They can file. They know office. I mean, they know PowerPoint. Got it. The degrees, accolades, everything. You hire them and find out you just don't even get along with them. They the best employee as far as being able to do the job, and have the credentials to back them up. But you don't like them. Maybe nobody else in the office like them. What could that contract exist for? What needs to be learned? Is it possible that the person that looks good on paper, the person that has all the skill sets and the accolades, maybe, let's say hypothetically, that they have something wrong with them personally on a social level? Maybe their ego is tremendous, they might not take others into consideration or something like that, So that might be a lesson for them to learn, is how to show appreciation toward others. And just because, you got all this going on for you does not mean you continue to be praised or whatever the case may be. Just showing you how these soulmate contracts exist on so many different planes and have so many different experiences. You can have so many different experiences, and therefore a reason. It's so that you can learn something. You have the opportunity to learn something from somebody. Or you have the opportunity to teach somebody. Or to resolve some issue. So that you can ultimately do what? Lighten your soul. So that you can do what? Ascend back into the all. So that you can have that twin flame union experience. Again, I don't believe that twin flame union experience is in the physical body. I think that is truly a part of our final ascension. Now I'm going to move along. Y'all still with me? Let's see what y'all saying. I haven't looked over here in a hot second. Hi, just joining in. Well, welcome, Clara. Okay. We'll see. I'm going to do I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do a reading. That just seemed overwhelming to me to try to read so many people. The readings that I do usually take, when people contact me, 45 minutes, at least. And we go in depth. You know how I be on here doing this. So when I get one-on-one with a person, we be going deep. So it's pretty overwhelming for me to see this amount of people at one time. So I've been trying to do this mass reading, but I'm not really feeling it. I don't know. Let's see. That's true. Yes, and I could deal with it. I said we can be cool. That's it. Oh, Swagger Time. Welcome back. Hello. Alicia, welcome back. Miss Nancy, that sounds like a narcissist would behave. See, that's an experience. You can have an experience. You can enter. You just hit on it, Alicia. You can enter a soulmate contract with a narcissist. Shut your mouth. What you gotta learn in, you know. What you gotta learn in. My hope, what I'm sharing here, is that I believe that we glamorize and romanticize the term twin flame as well as the term soulmate. I believe that, again, twin flames is something that happens in the spiritual realm upon the lightening of our soul and it being renewed and cleansed, and then we get to become one again. As far as the soulmate, you hear me say, you can have many soulmate experiences as you want. A matter of fact, every experience that you have, to me, is a soulmate experience. It's when souls come together in order to interact, in order to do what? Teach or to learn, so that you can resolve some issues, so that you can lighten your load, so we can get to that twin flame thing, you know, that kind of thing. But yes, that's excellent example. Getting in a relationship, a soulmate contract with a narcissist. Whether the narcissist is your mother, the narcissist is your lover, or your husband, or the narcissist is your one of your children, you know, or your boss, you know. So what are you in this contract for? Why would universe order your steps to get into this contract with this other? It's something that either you need to teach, or it's something that you need to learn. How do you know which one you are doing or need to do? Well, one clue is, say hypothetically you're in a relationship with a narcissist and what they call it, when it gaslighting you, or how about this, you're in a relationship with a person that is violent, and you're facing domestic violence, and you're being beat half to death, you know, person being brutal, beating you all upside your head, kicking you, knocking you over the head, locking you in closets, starving you, like you ain't nothing. What could you be in that experience for? One thing for sure, it's about self-love. How much do you love yourself that you can get back out of there? Get out. But many people cannot get out. They can't. Either they're afraid. So it's overcoming the fear. What fear does that person have? Is it the fear of being alone? Overcome it. Is it the fear of dying? Overcome it. You know, or what is the fear of? You know. So that's why we have these contracts. You know. Okay. Let's continue on. The next relationship experience you can have in the contract, in a soulmate contract, is long distance relationships, where you may make it work with somebody that's off in a distance, but also often it becomes very expensive. And then, oh my goodness, if you have somebody that just like to venture on off, you know, it becomes very challenging. If you have somebody that's long distance from you, and by chance you find out that they are engaging someone else, now you're emotionally a wreck. So I say emotionally wrecked. I think I said that twice. You know, the next experience you can have in that soulmate contract is emotional affairs. There are people that are in committed relationships or married. So many people in this world. And we do so many things in this life. We go out and perform our daily activities, our routine. And remember, our steps are ordered. And then one day you leave your husband or your spouse and you go out, your steps are ordered, and you meet this fabulously interesting person. This person is handsome or whatever, you know, sparks your interest. And you begin to engage them. And it becomes a habit. And you see them every day at lunch, and you sit there and you two chatter on for hours, and you learn about each other. It goes on, maybe for months, even years, to the point where you begin to share very, very, very intimate details. You begin to feel each other, be sensitive to each other, be compassionate. An emotional affair begins. We're going to say in this case that there's no physical touchings ever, but it's this sharing. You may even get to the point where you don't even want to share with your significant other because you got this boo over here that's going to listen to everything. They feel you, that kind of thing. Why would you end up in a contract like that? What are you there to learn? What are you there to learn? All right. Now, that was quite a bit. I got to read this. This is moving on. I need to go back over here because by then, last night, I was tired. By the time I got to that last 14, I was tired. But I had seen another site. And so I clicked back, went to that site, and boom. It was but this one had 23 types of relationship experiences. Fortunately, we've already talked about 14 of them. So I'm going to go through real quick and list the other 9 or so after I read this chat over here. And then we'll move on to something else. Because we're going to move on now. Okay, I done did 2 hours. I'm not going to do, I guess I'm almost about to. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Maria writes, I was in a narcissistic romantic relationship for 3 years. He drained my energy and dimmed my light. Thank you for sharing, Maria, so others will know exactly what to expect if they enter a similar relationship or soulmate connection. DJ, so could be negative or positive, right? Of course, yes. Brooks, BB, long distance just does not work. Let's see. Okay. Now, this is Terenzo, and he says, I suggest people study with silence and sound really, where it comes from, and seriously study etymology, ETYMOLOGY, to figure out the inner spirits, souls of themselves, which will show another's true self. So true. Okay, let's see what else is going. Me too. I will definitely check that out. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's move on. So now, like I said, I was wore out when I seen it was like 23 more, but it was actually only 9 more of these life experiences that you can have in relationships when you're in these soulmate connections. The next one is held by loss. Held by loss. This is interesting, and I've been here. It's when you come together by both of you having lost love or experiencing heartbreak. It's like a rebound relationship when you both rebound and then you come together. I had that relationship. I ain't gonna fly. I had fun in that relationship. But why were we there? Why were we there? Because I lived this one. I lived that one. Held by loss. My heart was broken by somebody else. His heart was broken by somebody else. My cousin introduced us. I guess you say 2 sad puppies. And after I made his acquaintance, we kicked it. I'm like, okay. He's like, you want to go out? Sure. And he didn't ask me out like it was a date. You just want to get out so you won't be at home crying. I won't be at home crying. But that wasn't said. But that's what it was. Sure. We found out, man, y'all, we found out that we really got along. When I say everything we did was amazing. When I say I had fun, this is one of the times that I did get to kind of miss heartbreak. I had fun. When they say, and I'm jumping ahead, they say if you facing heartbreak, it says get up, don't waddle in it, go hang out with your friends, get beautified, take care of yourself, make sure you say your prayers, go hang out with your friends. Don't just stay in the house. You know, it worked. I was like, we hung like with the wet clothes and we had fun. I have never smiled that much. I've never laughed that much. And I never felt as free. And so what did I learn? What did I learn? Now that person, I can say I learned a lot. Well, we still friends today. Matter of fact, I hung up with him before I started this. And to tell you, our bond is still there. Our bond is still there, held by loss. Like I said, we turned up and we had fun. And we went to concerts, we went to plays, we would go out to dinner. But it was never a date-like thing. You know, it was like two friends coming together, hanging out. And what did I learn? Now, if he had not come into my life, what would I have been doing? Is the question. I'd have been sitting at home crying. My hair would have been standing up on top of my head. Snot have been running out my nose. My heart would have been broke. My stomach would have been sick. You probably need to call an EMS. Oh, man, I'd have been bitchy. All kind of stuff. Most likely if he hadn't come around. But what happened? Again, all those fabulous things I said happened. What did I learn? Is that life didn't stop. After that person broke my heart, it did not stop. You know, because I done experienced it where my heart got broken. I went through all that crazy manic depression. You know, I've been there. Where it was no end. Where it was no friend. You know. And so I know that process. But then it was this other process. Whatever. He was ready to roll when I was ready to roll. What you doing? What you doing, dog? I was like, let's go. I'm ready. And so I learned through him, life does not end. And you can redirect your energy. And you can fulfill your passions. And you can keep it moving. And you can have fun. And then you can enjoy life. And you can be enthusiastic. And you can heal. You know, you can heal. And so I know I just was all consuming. I done went. Okay. Well, let me see with it. I love you. Give out does not come back the way you want it. Be kind, yeah. Oh, y'all having a fabulous conversation over here. I like that. Thank you. Y'all supporting each other. That's what we are, a support group. So anyway, I got caught up on that because I lived that one. Amazing. The next experience you can have in a soulmate contract or connection is negotiation relationship. And it says that this negotiation relationship is like it's a happy relationship, pretty happy. But you constantly find yourself trying to negotiate or compromise in order to keep the relationship balanced. That's another experience. So the question is, why would you have this particular constant rebalancing within a relationship? There's a reason. There's a reason. It's not just that you and that other at face value have some differences. It's a reason. It's something that you're supposed to learn from that repetitive experience. Why is it happening? The next one is pastime fling. I don't know about this. Pastime fling. I think the other person knew something about this pastime fling. This is another experience you can have while in a soulmate contract. In love with a partner, but not sure where it would last. So you go get that pastime fling. Okay. Good example. I'm going to use myself as an example again. Y'all listen. I got it. This pastime fling, remember I said that's not me, but that other one I had. Now, he had a pastime fling contract, soulmate contract. Why did he have it? Well, let's say hypothetically, he was in love with me for a while. But he wasn't sure if it was going to last. You know, wasn't quite sure. Wasn't quite secure in the relationship. So he goes out and get a pastime time fling. And he get out there and he enjoying it and he doing a pastime fling thing, whatever that may be. Why is he having that having that experience? What was he to teach? Was it to learn that, you know, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You have to have faith about if you want something, if you love it, if you have this goal here. No, you might not know what's between A and Z, but that goal is all you're supposed to be focusing on. Don't worry about A to Z. See why he was worrying about A to Z? He didn't know if it was going to be long term. He was out doing stuff between A and Z. So he couldn't get to the goal. That's like a self-destructive. Or could he have been learning that, another case scenario, hey, I like her, but this pastime fling, once he gets into that connection, got into that connection, I love this one. Was he in this connection or in these connections to learn what love is to him? And this is what I'm talking about. Let's see. Now, y'all. Hey, Patty Wine. Laws of attraction. Okay, let's see. I implore you, this is Brooke. I implore you to not single me out directly and tell me what I am or am not doing. All right, folks. This is my house. Y'all be kind to each other. We're a support group. So everybody, please be nice to each other. Hey, again, some of us are stronger and others are weaker than each other. We all have different life experiences. Let's try to keep it generic so that everybody can just reach toward the milk and everybody reach toward the water and everybody get fed. Let's keep it all generic. Let's see where we going. Obviously, I'm boring everybody. Wake up, y'all. Pay me attention. Me, no. Anyway, on. So I talked about that pastime fling. Y'all missed me telling all my business. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm going to run through the rest of it because it was so many. It has an asexual relationship. I guess you're in a relationship. I was confused by this one. It says you are attracted to each other. You're both attracted to, but you're attracted to each other. You don't want to have sex with each other, but you're interested in having sex with the opposite sex. I don't understand that one, but that's another experience. And you have the distracted relationship. This is common with people that work a lot or college students. The distracted relationship is where you're so busy you really don't have time for yourself. Why would you be in a contract like that? Why would you be in a soul connection with a person like that? You know that you don't have time for them. You're preoccupied with work or school, but you don't let go. Why? Is it possible this soulmate connection is happening because you need to learn? Hey, that you can't just, like human beings are real and work is required, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel, that kind of thing to baby learn how to determine what's more important or what holds more value. Because when we talk about somebody that work a lot, you work because you want the wealth, the pleasures, the security, the money, the abundance. Make sure your life comfortable. It's value. But then the person that you love, they hold value too. You care about them. They hold your heart. That kind of thing. And so it's like deciding what's most important. That's why people end up in those particular type of contracts, soulmate contracts. Let's see. It talks about the imperfect relationship. That's another experience you can have while in a soulmate tie. You in a relationship, you know it ain't perfect. You don't feel like you can make it perfect. You don't even feel like if you could try, you can make it perfect. So you just settle for it. Why would you be in a contract like that? Is it maybe to learn to take a chance? To step out on faith? To try something new? To shake up the status quo? Let's go on. The unhappy relationship. We know about that. You just ain't happy with the person. You bored, whatever the case may be. But you stay. Well, there it is again. Why are you in a relationship? Why are you there if you're so unhappy? What is it you need to learn? If you're there, then my mom used to say, you know what you got, so don't complain. So maybe that's what has to be learned. You are where you want to be, you're just not happy. But in every other way, you want to be here, but you're just not happy. So could it be learn to accept what you have chosen and don't complain? Or why are you staying in a relationship, in a soulmate connection, when you're not happy? What makes you happy? Figure it out and make it happen. Okay, let's see what else. Girls and guys was so much up, and see now I just got a list. I just got tired. My hand got tired and started cramping up on me. I was like, gave up. The next one is it's complicated relationship, and I did want to print that one out because I was like, it's complicated relationship. This stuff just too much for me. But anyway, the complicated relationship is one. Friends with benefits, love-hate relationships, insecure relationships, the abusive relationship, May December relationship. I guess that's the young and the old come together and get their thing on. Okay, why are you doing that? Some people say you got a daddy, mama issue or something like that, or I don't know, but the question is, why do you enter that particular contract, that May December relationship? Why does it exist? Why do you enter this soulmate connection? You 20, they 100. What y'all doing together? You learning something. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely learning something. The sacrificial relationship and the truly compatible romantic relationship we've already mentioned. Is what we want. That's what we think of when we think soulmates. But even if your soulmate connection is under the category of romance, you can have any collection of these experiences within your romantic relationship. Your romantic relationship can be long distance. It can be insecurity in it. It can be abuse in it. So my point is, you can have multiple relationship experiences in this soulmate connection contract under the romantic sphere. So when you think about that, just basically, if we start with the 23, just the 23 potential relationship experiences I just talked about, and multiply by the basic type of relationships, the family, the friends, the social, and the romantic sphere. I added the professional, but I'm going to say what 4 I already did the math. Well, talking about the probability just from those few, is at least 92 different experiences you can have. And after that, it swells up because you can have any collection of these experiences within one soulmate contract. It depends on what you have to have resolved during that experience. Now, let's talk about, and I'm about to let y'all talk. I need to go back again, and I'm done with that one. And we're going to go on to what happens. I want to read the text or the chat first, catch up with what you folks is talking about so I won't be left out, and then I'm going to go over here and we're going to talk about how all those experiences you can have in any given contract. We're going to use a romantic contract, romance first as an example, because that's what we do. We romanticize and glamorize it, so we might as well use it here. We have that relationship where we meet that other, that someone special. We get intimate with them. We get some of these experiences, all these potential experiences. We having a handful of them just with that romantic relationship. A handful of them in there. And things go south. Well, why? Why do they go south? Well, number one, when you got your own desires. Your soul was ordering your footsteps in life. Your body has certain desires. And like me, I desire to meet that one special person, get married, be married for the rest of my life, have the house and the children 50 years plus. No. I die with everybody standing around me. But that ain't what happened. You know. What did I get? I got the romantic relationship where there was what they call that stuff, person. Yeah, I got that relationship where the person did. What is this here? Because I was just tickled yesterday. God dang it. Oh, where the other had the pastime fling. You know, that ain't what I didn't get. Yeah, yeah, a pastime fling. And I was the one when we talk about the hard worker. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get what I wanted. I didn't get the experience that I wanted in my soulmate connection. What did I learn? What did I learn? This is where I'm stuck at. This is where I'm stuck. Overall, what did I learn? He wasn't physically abusive. But like I said, he had this past, what that thing called again? Because it's unbelievable that it's on this list. Pastime fling. Pastime fling. He used to say to me, Nancy, you leave up out of here, I don't know where you go. I know y'all done heard me say this before. You don't know where I go. I go to work, I go shopping, and I come home. But he didn't have control over my comings and goings. That was an issue for him. So he went and got him a pastime fling because he didn't know where the relation was going. He was insecure in it. That's okay. What did I learn? When he began to make his transition, he became rude. I'll say more rude. What did I learn? Was it self-love? I thought I already had that. That's why I'm kind of caught, because I thought I already had that. You know, I didn't have self-love. Maybe I didn't, because I was working really, really hard, and I was ignoring those flags. Again, he wasn't abusive. But neither was I getting what I want. As y'all can see right here, I'm confused. I'm working through it. That's why I'm doing all this. Like I said, y'all are my support group. So I'm trying to figure things out. So anyway, what ended up happening, as it has for some of you, and with me, and with many, many others, our expectations are not met. And why aren't they met? Because there's all those different possibilities and probabilities about what can happen. But we thought we were going to get what we wanted. Me, I wanted the house and the kids and the guy and the 100 years, you know. And didn't get my expectations. And that person walked out and my world crashed. It crashed. The heartbreak. Back to the heartbreak. And we now we about to go down heartbreak lane. Hold on, y'all. I got to read. I've been saying I was going to read. I get to talking. Okay, let's see. I was in one like that. Took a chance, but I knew. Took a chance, but I knew. That's when I get mad at myself, because I've been there too. But like, God dang it, I knew I should have listened to myself. But I had to have that experience. It was not for me. Yep. Nancy, do you think partners love each other equally? No, I don't think. I think that would be a rarity, and for different reasons. When you say, DJ, do partners love DJ? And I forget, people are going to come back and not know what we're talking about. So let me read DJ's question. She says, Nancy, do you think partners love each other equally? And I say no. It's no way. It's no way. Why do I say it's no way? Because number one, we all have had different life experiences. Some of us have not had love in our life. So we may start off not really understanding love or being secure with love. But you know, when love comes, when Cupid shoots his arrow, we try. We try. Well, it's others that have been smothered with love. And some of us, all we had to give is love. We smother others, you know. So when Cupid shoots his bow, we smothering them. Other people that ain't used to love, it's too much. Anywhere between that spectrum, love exists. Those affections exist. Do people love each other equally? No. But I don't believe that, how can I say it? I think when a person loves you, I think they love you. Even that person that doesn't know how to love, but they trying, they love you as much as they can. It's the love that they're giving and the way that they're giving it, or the way that they're showing it, something that you can accept, and it's vice versa too, because those that have that love thing where they smother, it could be a person that, I can't handle that, but that person is loving you genuinely the way they know how. Does it work for you? But my overall answer is no. I don't believe partners love each other equally. Let's see. MWA Fire 1 answers no, maybe in different ways. Okay. Swagger, depends on the people involved. Terrence Soul, a group of people had to have done a lot of research to know about all these types of relationships on a planet where lives are created every day. Where lives are created every day. Yeah, well, yeah, somebody did some research. We all had these experiences at some point in time in our life, or some of them, We got to gather the data so we can figure some things out. We back to the red flag, Swagger. They keep on popping up. Okay, so we know we keep ignoring these red flags. We have all these possible experiences in our soulmate connections or contracts, and our expectations many times are not met. The relationship breaks down, and we find ourselves cruising down Heartbreak Lane all by ourselves. What happens there? What's the phase? What can the phase look like going down? What is the scenery down Heartbreak Lane? Well, let me reflect and share what I remember seeing down Heartbreak Lane. First, it's this hope. At the very onset of the street, Heartbreak Lane is hope. Oh, something's going to give, something's going to happen. If I do my hair this way, if I make this call, if I pray, something's going to happen. When that hope has dissolved away, it goes into disappointment, then confusion, then maybe anger. How about then a little sadness? There's crying, and there are physical symptoms of illness. After that, you're curled up in the bed, and then the worries begin to mount up, and your concerns about what? Your self-worth. One's contribution to the deterioration of the relationship. Will they find someone else? Heck, will I find someone else? This is what I remember Heartbreak Lane looking like. Yeah. The next thing I remember seeing as I would go down Heartbreak Lane is the desire to get revenge. Or self-destruction. One of the two, The next thing might be, if you ain't got yourself together, is a state of obsessive, compulsive behaviors in thoughts, ideas, and communication. All that stuff I talked about thus far becomes a vicious cycle. Yeah, that's what I wrote there. It becomes a self-inflicted cycle of torture and torment. How do we heal? How do we stop the madness? We're coming to the closing of this live stream, but we're going to address how to stop the madness. How not to go down Heartbreak Lane. Man, the madness. And you get stuck on the block. Ooh, no. Let's see where y'all at. Let's see. I understand. Thank you. Okay, we moving on. All right. My question to my viewers, give some suggestions about how you healed after a heartbreak, after the disappointment, that soulmate contract, that romantic soulmate contract you were in. You glamorized and romanticized, but your expectations were not met, and it dissolved. Now, you riding down heartbreak lane. How did you renew yourself? How did you heal yourself? What was some of the steps that you took? Please share. What I said? The first thing I did was I focused on myself. That's what I did. That's what I did. It was about me. But when I looked at me, I was a hot mess. Ooh, my eyes would be puffy. I couldn't breathe. I went and cried so much, my nostrils would flare up, the inside had flared up, and I couldn't breathe. So imagine what I saw when I finally looked at myself. Like, girl, you got to get it together, that kind of thing. And I realized that, hey, girlfriend, you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive yourself. Because I would find that I was angry with me. Someone said early on, like, I knew better. I knew better, but yet I did it. And that would make me so angry. Just the thought of it, like, I knew better. And I did it anyway. I did it anyway. Well, spiritual versus the physical. Spiritually, I needed that. I had to enter that soulmate contract and have that experience because it's something I needed to learn. So, that's the answer to why I did it when I knew better. Knew better. I knew it in the physical. Like, this physical body knew it. Hey, I know you're going to hurt my physical body. I don't want you touching me. But my soul said you need to learn something, Nanci. So you're going to go do that. And that's what happened. Let me see. Okay, Jassy. It's a bad feeling. Nanci. Yes, so true, sister. It's horrible. I ain't going to fake the funk. I'm telling you. I told you my eyeballs be all blew up. I couldn't breathe. I can't breathe now. I be mad at myself because I can't breathe because I couldn't stop crying. Be a vicious maddening cycle. I'm like, Lord have mercy. It takes a while. Okay, well, here we're starting to get some advice on how to heal. Now, I'm telling you, I had that friend I hung out with, and my mind wasn't there on the sadness at all. I was able to handle my business effectively, and I enjoyed life. It was really about remembering that life didn't stop. But I'm about to read some of these suggestions about how we can heal when we are heartbroken. And Swagger Time says, it takes a while. Just taking time to go back and see the red flags I ignored. That is true. It takes time. You have to look and see where you were flawed in it. Because with those flags said, hey, sister or brother, this is a part of your lesson right here. This flag right here. This flag right here tells you to do something. But you know what we do? Where them rose-colored glasses at? Where them blinders at? We don't want to see the flag after a while. But that flag, this is next time y'all see a flag. Now, next time y'all see a flag, this saying, hey, brother, hey, sister, you need to do something right here. Don't walk past it. Don't ignore it, or you know what to expect, Let's see. Are you asking this question to a Cancer? You know what? I don't know. Just asking, just talking in general. Heartbreak. It doesn't matter what sign you are. If your heart broke, your heart is broken. So I'm not sure if it's of a Cancer. A person that is highly emotional, and sensitive. I don't know. Let's see. Definitely, it wasn't easy. Definitely not. We're not even gonna fake the funk. Mm-mm. That'll be a lie. Truth ain't in you. It's like telling somebody it don't hurt to have a baby. That'll be a lie. Mm-mm. Truth wouldn't be in you. You know what I'm saying? Especially after a terrible marriage that I had. That's devastating. But it's okay because we are supposed to learn something. And we are not supposed to lose our enthusiasm about life. We are supposed to continue to enjoy life and to go engage others. I know y'all have heard that statement, there are more than one fish in the sea. And not all fish do you want to just, swim with, but there are still others that you can go enjoy life with. Even if it's not in a romantic sense, just enjoy. Ignored typo and finally said I made it out. Fine. And then it's that moment when you finally do make it out. It's that moment when you finally do heal. And you realize, you be like, I just went through all of that. What? How I go through all that crying? Acting a fool. I don't even feel the same way anymore. Do we act that way because of the shock, sudden shock, that we are forced to deal with the change? It's the end of the lesson. Now go absorb it. Do we act that way because, we don't want to have to get out here and start again to meet a new friend, or redirect our energy, or whatever the case? Do we act this way because we feel like we are being rejected? No, how dare you? You can't reject me. Why do we act this way? Now, see, there's another life lesson again. Something we have to answer. It's not just that soulmate connection that teaches us. It's after the fact. We still learning. Why did I go through all of that? What was it? Was it my ego? Was it fear? Was I afraid I wasn't going to get anybody? Did I become to believe because this person left me or didn't want to be bothered with me or divorced me that I wasn't pretty anymore? Because we go through that too. You know what I'm saying? And you have to rediscover and look in the mirror one day and say, God dang, I'm gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? But you went through a phase where, they identify how you felt about yourself. All these things, all this process, all these complicated processes we have to go through. But we can do it. We can. Let me see. I'll be running my mouth. Okay, where am I at? Okay. Oh. Lord have mercy.
Are you reading done?
No. Okay,
Can I go say hi?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Patty Wine. It's just someone dead. Yep.
Who two burritos are those?
Or you can have them.
You want me to close the window? It's
Uh,
cold
no,
in here.
no. I want the window open. Thank you.
But it's cold in here. Go outside.
I'm live. Okay, I'm just trying to catch up, y'all. Let the air be quiet too long, and I can't see. Oh, there it goes. It's moving now. If there's no flag, you make up one because I'm scared to get hurt again. Oh, see, it's something that has to be addressed there. See how it's like we are just, our soul is here. When you break it down, it's our soul is here to be cleansed, and it's being cleansed through our experiences. You say you create a flag. If it ain't one because you're scared to get hurt again. That's an infliction to the soul. It got to be cleared up. And how can we not be afraid to be hurt again? That's vulnerability. Being vulnerable. Yeah, to some degree. Again, I'm afraid to be hurt again. And I don't want to say, yeah, but I'm willing. I don't want it to happen. And so what I've come to for myself is to say, okay, if our opportunity opens up, which it will, soulmate connections. But I know we mostly deal in romantic, focus on the romantic relationships. If I ever am in another romantic relationship, I just want the universe to force me into it. Like Nanci, keep your word. And I don't want the flags to pop up. I don't want the flags to pop up. But my commitment is to recognizing those flags when and if they pop up and make my moves accordingly. I don't ever want to delay again, because what I notice is it's the delay. It's the cope. It's trying to keep holding on, keep making it happen. You know, and your expectation constantly being cut down. That brings so much more pain. So that's just my, that's my plan. That's my game plan, Pearl, I'm live at No TV. Thank you. Let's see what it says. I can't be in the same room. I forgave him and just had to leave. Yeah, I can understand that. You have to leave because, there's no reason to hold on to it, whatever it is. When somebody do something to you, you gotta get on out the room because y'all won't do nothing to them, no what. But it's no reason to hold on to it. They did it because they felt like it, because they wanted to. Okay, well, you went against what I hoped for and what I wished for. It hurt. But okay, I respect you. Go ahead. And what I can do from that point on is leave the room. Keep it moving. Because you didn't respect me. You did what you wanted to do. And I'm going to respect you and let you go ahead and do you. And I'm going to go on off over here and I'm going to do me. The first thing is I'm going to forgive myself for trusting you when I knew I shouldn't. Then I'm going to forgive myself for crying and acting a fool. Then I'm going to restore myself. Restoration. I'm going to restore myself. I'm going to restore my love and respect for myself. I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive myself for torturing myself. Because that's what we be doing. Torturing ourselves. And it make you feel worse. It's a cycle. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to be tortured. Or for torturing yourself. Forgive yourself. It was a moment. Let it go. And begin to restore you. Restore the love in you. Look in that mirror and allow yourself to know that you are beautiful. Because what I've experienced, I don't know about y'all fan folks, when that other walks away or rejects you, all of a sudden that beautiful, beautiful person you saw in the mirror the day before vanishes as if they didn't exist. The self-esteem takes a with an axe. You got to go back and you got to find that person, that energy, which is you, and remind her or him that they are amazing and that they are beautiful. You must make that essence return. You must. It is part of your healing. You must forgive yourself for tormenting yourself in that moment. We're going to let it go. Now, what else can we do to help heal? What else can we do to help heal? Redirect your energy. Redirect your energy. Because many times when we have a breakup or a person walk away from us or reject us, whatever, they gone. And we be sitting up waiting. Is they going to call today? How many times they going to call? Did they leave any voicemails? Any texts? Did they hit me up on Facebook? No. Over time, we get really upset. We don't know what they got going on. What do? We may keep our energy focused on them. Well, we are keeping our energy focused on them. Waiting for their calls. Looking if their contact is on Facebook. Seeing if they contact their friends, And some people go even further. And they go stalking people or obsessing people. Or, all kind of constantly, compulsively calling people. We have to redirect our energy. We have to take control of what this started with. Your fire. This is when you start mastering your fire. You understand? Your passion, your desire, your aim, your forward movement, how you put your vital life force energy out into this world. Your vital life force energy is precious. It is priceless. And it's been allotted to you for a set amount of time. We don't even know how long we going to have it. So are we going to take that vital life force energy and go crying and balling up and getting sick and going over there turning it up because they... Or are we going to forgive ourselves and say, oh, I don't know how long I got this time. Let me go out here and have fun. Let me find other interests. Let me find other social interactions I can get into. Let me be with something that is uplifting me, and helping me to be a better me. Can I put some of this passion over here with my job or whatever I'm trying to create or make happen? Take your mind. You got to force it because it ain't going to go easily into the night. Take your mind back and put it where it can be productive. And you will find healing coming along. I used to read that kind of stuff in the magazine, talk about it's better, easier said than done, which it is. It's easier said than done. But it actually works. Let's see. Now we're going to try to work some reading into this. Any other statements or comments? I got to go back and read the comments. But is there anything else anybody like to share? I do want to kind of do a mini read or mass read for all that is left. And let me see what else. Let's see. It says, DJ says, share with us, how did you deal with it? I cried. I don't know what power we on. I talked about everything. I'd cried, fussed, fought, got back up, looked in the mirror, lost the pretty person, found the ugly person, and had to kick the ugly person out, find the pretty person again, go out and live life, and then I got happy. That's what I did, And I see that my relationships are soulmate connections. I'm trying not to just deal with them so much in the physical plane, because it's the physical body, and the spirit is like two things, and they just kind of oppose each other. So I try to understand that, okay, the physical want one thing. The physical want to be fulfilled. It want his passion. It want his desires. It want his pleasures. It want all that. Well, the spirit just wants to be cleansed. Cleansed. So, I try to deal with all relationships, whether good or bad, that way. Difficult though, but that is my mindset. Let's see. Good ideas. I'm reading back here. Jazzy, yes, restoration. Restoration. We can do it. Yes, I'm still restoring. When you think of someone you have not saw in years, they appear like a snake in the garden. Is that God or karma in disguise? I'm going to read that back. Let's see. Ooh, I look horrible. Okay. But y'all at home with me, I can look like this. All right. When you think of someone you have not saw in years, they appear like a snake in the garden. Is that God or is karma in disguise? That is a question I would have to come back to you on. I wouldn't know. But I would guess, of course, God has something to do with everything, because everything descended from God. And would it be karma in disguise? Why would it have to be a disguise? Oh, wait a minute. They appear, oh yeah, they appear like a snake. Yes, that would be karma in disguise. Because you don't know, or the contract you are about to enter with that snake, whatever it consists of, you would have no idea what their true intentions would be. However, It will be time to resolve some issues, right? So it would be both. It will be all, and that will be a hot mess. But I have to think on that again. I was just trying to, you know, formulate a theory there. That was a little deep. All right, let's see. Yes, you nailed it. Yes, forgive ourselves. We must. We must. True. I don't want to hold myself down by no means. I got to forgive myself. Stop them. Okay, well, let's do a little reading here. Oh, wait a minute. Something else here. Should we beat up a pillow? Of course. We can beat up a pillow because of the anger. And that's another thing. Remember, this video started talking about twin flames, and we started talking about the fire. The fire, the anger, the aggression. We all got some of that. You know, some a little more than others. But we don't want that to get out of control. We don't want to go kicking nobody's butt. We don't want to do that. We want to accept our lesson and learn from it. I think it's easier if we can really learn understand what we're being taught. I think we're so preoccupied with what we want and need in this physical body, we aren't identifying what we are being taught. And so we get wrapped up in that. But yes, when you find yourself heated or angry, like my brother told me one day, if you get mad enough, go on out there and kick that tree and see what happens. I'm like, we're going to kick the tree? What I'm going to kick the tree, folks? So one day I got mad. I was young. Got mad when I was saying kick the tree. I understood why he told me to kick the tree. That tree fall back. But yes, we should punch pillow. I have a bed full of pillows and I punch them often, you know. Allah take care of everything. God does in time. He orders the steps. He controls all that he is. And that's right. So he ended up handling it one way or another. You gonna ride that wave. All right, Jazzy. Thank you so much, Nanci, for blessing us, teaching us, and sharing your story. I appreciate you. XO, XO, XO. I love you too. I love you, Jazzy. I love you all. Now I'm just gonna pull a few cards and we're just going to see what it talks about. Let's see what it talks about for us. There's only 9 of us left here. We've almost done 3 hours again. I'm so proud of us. We are a support group for each other. We are loving on each other. We're helping each other. We're educating each other. And we're going to see. Now, this reading is just basically for you 9. Last 9. Y'all stay here. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Let's see what the cards say. Let's know what they say. So we talked about twin flames, soulmates, heartbreak, and healing. Let's see. Twin flames, soulmates, heartbreak, and healing. The first card here is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, pointing back to the 4 of Pentacles. The next card is the Page of Cups. The next is the Fool in reverse. The next is the Strength card. Is this a Strength card? It's a Strength card, right? Yeah, the Strength card in reverse. And the next card is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. All right. Y'all ready? Let's see what I can pick up. Let's see. Let's start with this 5 of Pentacles. We only got 1 pentacle on the table. We got 2 cups. I want to go to the card next to it because I've been identifying this Page of Cups as an individual that's praying. Because the cups is a messenger. A message about what? Intuition. The need to attach or to belong to something, to feel happy, to feel safe, to feel secure, to have the sense of belonging, to have healing. It's a message of healing. A message of healing. And what does this message of healing go out to? This page praying? Well, he's looking at this Five of Pentacles. Five is an odd number. Therefore, it is potential, mid-grade level potential for a disturbance or instability in your physical world. Well, your physical world, wow. That's a vast space, What is it? What have you been praying about? What's been disrupted in your life? Why don't you feel comfortable? Who is it in your social circle that, has caused you to go into this hard time? It's some value or some pleasure or a luxury or comfort that is missing. Your car in particular could be broke down or breaking down. Because the second house is the house of Venus, and it talks about anything in your life that brings you comfort. Your savings could be being depleted, that kind of thing. A love could be lost. What is it that is turning your world upside down? This is what the Page of Cups suggests that you may be praying about. Every message that you send out, you are seeking an answer to understand what you can do to resolve this issue. What can I do? This Five of Pentacles also talks about your fabulous self-expression and how when you put it out here into the world, it's not readily accepted. It's not bringing in what you want or what you expected. That what you feel like you need to feel secure, grounded, and stable, you're not getting it. However, this Five of Pentacles is in reverse, pointing back to the Four of Pentacles. It says you're going to be okay. That's your answer to your prayer. You're going to be okay. Because 4 is a stable, grounded, secure number. This says you're going to have just what you need to be okay. From this place, you will begin to build. So, your prayer has been answered. What else is going on? Y'all, hold on. What else going on? Now, with all that being said, you've been praying, for something, because something is unstable in your life. Well, your prayer is going to be answered, and it says you're going to be okay. Well, what's looking at that? We have the Fool in reverse. The Fool is looking at your prayer. He's in reverse. So, this suggests to me that many of you that are viewing now, when that prayer you put out there been answered, you're going to fool around and be foolish on the very same thing again with the Fool in reverse. Because the Fool represents us traveling a long life path. With him upright, it says he can see now. He has learned from his past experiences, and he can see now where some of the pitfalls lie. But with him in the reverse, it's saying, okay, I'm going around again, but I still ain't aware of where the pitfall is. I still don't understand how I got in the place in the first place, Maybe universe is asking you to have faith, that it got you, that your prayer is answered, But yet, you go around getting another situation, you may not have faith. Or you may be in a broken relationship or your car breaking down. You get saved by grace and you go do the same thing and you use your vehicle to run people around that won't even put gas in your car. In another 1,000 miles, your car goes to break down and you back on your knees praying again. I think there's a lesson for you all to learn in one arena or the other in your life. The next card is the Strength card in reverse. It says, now, understand this, that whatever it is that you're praying for, that you're going to be offered relief for, and then fall back into it again, foolishness, that you won't have the strength to withstand when it comes around again. So what I'm seeing, it says be wise. What I'm getting is a message, be wise. Now, I don't know what arena in your life this covers. Whether it's in your work, in your personal arena, in your love life, whatever it is, it's saying be wise. When you get this relief, be wise with it. Don't go back into the same foolish acts or activities. Move forward and use this to get you here. Get you here. Keep you here. Can y'all see this? This is the Six of Cups. And the six talks about every day. Because you're gonna take that blessing and you're gonna move forward and use it appropriately, and you ain't gonna sail back into that same thing that got you in the situation in the first place. You're gonna keep moving because you know that you can't handle that no more. So it said keep moving. And with the Six of Cups, it talks about now. Let's talk about your daily routine now. You know, every day you go out and you attach to certain things. What things do you attach to? That which make you happy. That person that's going to put some gas in your car. Or that person that's going to love you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. I don't know what area of life this reading is covering for you. You know? And it talks about it being harmonious. And it being easy for you. So in closing, this is what I see for each of you. And it's in different arenas in your life. You've been praying. Oh, Lord. Whoever you pray to, I need help. And you will receive relief. You will. You know? Lighten the load. Lighten your heart. And the opportunity is going to open back up for you to do the exact same thing that you did to get yourself in the hole in the first place. The cards are suggesting that many of you won't have the strength to withstand that, you know. You won't have the strength, like, because you're going to be like, where does my help come from now? You know, I'm back in the same situation. Is this so? Hey, use your blessing wisely. When you get that relief, use it wisely. Keep moving forward. Make good decisions, you know. The Six of Cups represents that good decision. Based on you making that good decision, it's a promise attached to it. And that promise is the Six of Cups. And it has to do with your daily routine and all that you do and that which you connect with and how you express yourself and that which you value, being harmonious, bringing you happiness, peace, and the ability to move forward in love. Well, thank you for coming to my live stream tonight. Y'all go ahead and have a nice night. See, it's early tonight. Bye. I'm going to figure out how to get off here. We still on that. That's still it. Bye, y'all. See y'all. Y'all out there. Oh, I'm waving late over here. Okay, let's see how I get up off this thing. I have no idea. Nope, that ain't the button. This guy. Uh-oh. I'm on the wrong thing, y'all. Okay. Ooh, I don't know what I just hit. Okay. Ooh, I thought, I really would like to figure this out because I like a clean shut